What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast. We talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon
What's up? What's up?
and LeVon Maynard.
Welcome to the show.
What is going on? Definitely tune in throughout the week. Really good week. So Monday we discussed some stuff in the Play Store, some apps to avoid, and what they're doing out there. Tuesday we talk about the Spanish police arresting two individuals that were trying to cyber attack a nuclear power plant. Some insider threat type stuff. And then Wednesday we have discussion involving the U.S. government upping the bounty on North Korean state hackers like Lapras Group, APT 38. They've doubled the bounty to now it's $10 million. So definitely interesting discussion. Tune in for that one. No Ask Us SP, but I keep pushing everybody to last week's Ask Us SP. Definitely tune in for that one. Skylar Hunter, Script Kitty talks about how he's working his way towards being a red teamer, being a hacker. So definitely tune in for those nuggets of wisdom. And then today, everything else. So if you're looking for cyber, and you ain't gonna get it in this episode. We talk about everything but that. But with that being said, how was your guys' week?
Yeah, I can't complain. I was had a pretty good week. Had to do some traveling for work, but also got to enjoy a little bit of video games, some shows and movies. Got to follow up. What did I play? I played some. What was it? I'm losing my train of thought in the games I was playing.
Like a Dragon, Yakuza, maybe.
Oh no, I wrapped that one up a minute ago.
Echo Generation, maybe.
I finished that too. I think I might have talked about that before. I took my little hiatus, but it'll come to mind. But
See, I think it's why you can't leave, LeVon. See, now it's like we got to treat you like Sonny from Bronx Tale, right? You can't leave. You can't go.
I know, right?
You can't go away.
I know, right? Oh man, because I finished off a couple games. I can't think of the top of my head, but I did watch some content. I watched the Gray Man on Netflix. I think you guys all saw that one too. I thought it was a pretty good movie. That was a lot of action and stuff like that. Yeah, real good. Actually, pretty good. Seemed like pretty high production value in that one.
Yeah,
and obviously had some big stars. Had what's his name? Guy from Captain America and
Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, right, Ryan Gosling.
Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
Thornton.
Right. They had some stars in there. It was a good picture. And I told you guys about it's RRR, like triple R.
Oh, I haven't watched that. I have not watched it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour movie. That's probably why it has 3 R's because it's 3 hours long. But I really enjoyed it. I think it's actually pretty interesting all the way throughout. It's not really much in there that I was like really bored about.
Not even the singing and dancing, man. No, hold up, no.
No, they did. Yeah, they did some Bollywood dancing. I enjoyed that stuff too. I like the little. Did you watch it, Shannon?
I did.
You did.
Off your recommendation. I did. It was. I liked it. Like it was 3 hours, and I kind of had to break it up in the middle. We went out as a family, had some dinner. I came back, and I was like, all right, let me turn this back on. Like when it started out, I was like, oh man. I was like, okay, all right. I like what I'm seeing, right? Like it's got a little bit of a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon feel.
Right. It's got that vibe for sure.
And then it was some singing and dancing. I was like, okay.
Oh, you didn't like that? I enjoyed that. I like some of the Bollywood stuff. And
it was good dancing. I ain't gonna front, it was good dancing, right? I was like, okay.
Yeah. Because I like the little kind of dance battle they did in the middle of the movie when he went to the little soiree, whatever you call it, little ball that they had, a little birthday party or something, and they had a dance and like and he threw there's a black drummer. He threw him like
it was a serving platter. It was a
serving platter. Yeah. He started the music up like, but it was like I enjoyed it though. I like the dancing. I like the action, like the kind of some of the drama mixed in there. But got to enjoy that. I watched what's it, the Netflix oh my gosh, the the one
Was
where the
it
kids
action?
are running from
Comedy?
the kids are the underneath under
Oh, you talking about Stranger Things?
Stranger Things. Yeah, I got caught up on that.
Okay, the upside down.
Upside
Yeah,
down. Yeah, the upside down. The underneath. The
the
upside down.
underneath.
Yeah. They were like underneath, like, what's going on down there? But yeah, the upside down. So I got watched that. I thought it was pretty good. It definitely have I think they got everything staged for like I guess potentially maybe the final season. I don't know.
Yeah, the season 5 should be the final season. I thought this was like I honestly thought this was the last season until
Yeah,
like
me
the last
too.
episode. I was just like, what? Wait a
Yeah.
minute, what?
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's still more. Yeah, I thought this was going to be the last season too, but they did it kind of they keep the ball rolling. But I thought that was good. I watched. I got caught up on. There's a new season of Polar Opposites that's on Hulu. Got caught up on that. That was pretty entertaining. They had some good jokes on there. I watched.
So I'm curious. So hold up before
Yeah.
you continue with that, right? So how far into the third season did you get? Because I'm going through it too, and I'm not as pleased as I was with the first two seasons. So
Yeah,
I'm only three episodes into the third season. I'm kind of like, the last one I watched was the Stand in Line one, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's maybe not, it's not hitting me as much as like the first couple episodes or whatever, first couple seasons. But I think I still enjoy it. I mean, I kind of like some of the stuff they're doing inside the wall thing, whatever, the little
Yeah, I was going to
miniature.
ask, they said the B-side stories. Is that still happening?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is I'm seeing less of that. You know what I mean? In the first 3 episodes, like they've only gone in there like twice, right? So I was like, are they getting away from that? Because I kind of liked that sub story, right? And
Right.
I don't know. Because even in the third episode, they didn't go in there at all. The one where they're standing in line, like it's not at all. I'm trying not to do spoilers, but
Right.
Yeah, it like I'm like, I need to see a little bit more of that. You know what I mean? It's just because it's cool, right? Because like you would think, like some of the stuff they do in there, I'm like, yeah, that does make sense, right? Like it would be, they would use a thimble to bathe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like that, right? Like, yeah, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, it seems like it's not as prevalent. I think they actually also had like some additional side stories that kind of added into it with some stuff with going, some people going to outer space and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a little bit of a, I guess it seems like they're changing it up a little bit, maybe not putting so much emphasis on the wall, but I do remember a few different significant moments that they had to kind of feature the wall in this season. But yeah, so I've been enjoying that, and then I watched this is like, I know this is kind of old news, but I watched Thor. Was it Love and Thunder, something like that?
Okay.
The latest movie. I saw that in the theater with the crew. I enjoyed it. I think it's like a little different. It's a little bit of I enjoyed the comedy aspect of it. I think maybe the main story, main villain wasn't as like dramatic, or wasn't really like as interesting as maybe some of the Avengers, the Avenger movies that we watched. But I think overall I enjoyed it. I mean, I give it like a positive review. I want to say it's like any kind of like maybe like a 7, something like that.
Yeah, solid 7.
Yeah, I give it a 7 because it's like an average movie. I don't know. It's better than like some other movies that came out.
So is Marvel coming back to Earth then? Are they coming down to Earth? So like think about this, right? The Disney Plus series, like I don't think like Ryan, I don't know if you've caught up on all of them, but me and you, LeVon, we were kind of like,
I'm caught up.
Are you okay? So so like when it came to Moon Knight, right? We were kind of like, I don't know, you know what I mean? And then what was the last one?
Ms. Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Me personally, I was like, okay, I could go without that. And again, just some of the stuff they did, like with the teenage angst and whatnot, I was just like, come on, man.
Right. Like like the visuals, the Bollywood stuff. I liked all that stuff, like getting the culture stuff, but it was very young. But I think that's for a reason though. Like I think that's the setup, like the next generation of Avengers and stuff like that. Like they're trying to I forget what they call it, the Teen Avengers, the Young Avengers. I think it's the Young Avengers. Like it was like the Kate Bishop and Ms. Marvel and Iron Lad. Like there was a sub, like a teenage group. So I think they're setting that up. because they gotta hook another generation of people for the next decade, right? Like, so I think they're getting those characters ready. Um, so I give it a pass. Again, like I think that those shows are like sevens, they're okay. Um, but I think we're also spoiled. We're getting 6-hour origin stories, like as opposed to just an hour and a half movie.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, and maybe I was the outlier here, right? What about when it came to Doctor Strange, right? Doctor Strange is one of the old ones. Like that last movie, I was kind of like, nah, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, and it could be like the
Yeah.
way of the director, right? Like Sam Raimi, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff, but the things that I have
Mhm.
seen is kind of okay. I'll give you the first Spider-Man was good, but two was a little bit less than one. Three was a little bit
Right.
less than that, right? But that's
Yeah.
my extent of his stuff. I don't watch any of his
Yeah.
zombies.
But I think that's just phase four in general, right? Like, so phase four is supposed to be like, now we know it's all about the trauma of all the events that happen. Like, it's like, where are these characters now? What is happening to the world? Which they still have not shown, which makes me upset. I don't know why. What is going on with this giant hand sticking out of the ocean? Like, no one is talking about it. It bothers me. Like,
Right.
but aside from that, phase four, like it felt aimless, felt like it wasn't going anywhere, right? We just introduced a bunch of random characters, yada yada yada. But now that I've seen the roadmap to 5 and 6, I'm just like, I can wait. And then the trailer for Wakanda Forever, like that's the end of phase four, right? So we're ending it on Black Panther 2. So I'm like, okay, they're gonna redeem themselves, and then phase 5 will hopefully be off the chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I'm looking
yes,
for.
phase 4 has been pretty meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'd have to agree. And I'm a little I'm not as spun up on all the like the phases as far as like what marks the beginning and the end of each phase. I know the Wakanda Forever is supposed to end of this fourth phase, but I
Yes,
don't
the
know
end of
what
phase
started
4.
started the fourth phase and all the movies that were in between that. If it's just for like the last year, like the Eternals and stuff like that, I guess that's part of phase 4 and all that.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't it
all
was
these like little
Black,
side stories.
Black Widow was the one that started it, wasn't it? Or no, that might be too late in the game. What did start it? What was the
So
first?
I'm always confused by Black Widow because it's a prequel, right? Like they introduce a bunch of new characters. But I think that was the beginning of phase 4. It's either Black Widow or it's was it Eternals after directly after Black Widow?
I can't remember now.
I gotta pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember
But
off
I
the top of
think
my
you're
head.
right. I think Black Widow was because they show it's a prequel sequel type situation. For like not to spoil it, hopefully everyone's seen it by
It's
now.
been a while now. Look, you ain't gonna spoil it. It's been that. We gotta put a time limit on this. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
okay,
Right.
if it's been 2 months, then you had your chance,
right.
right? Like,
But all the movies were good. It's just like we're like after Infinity War, I knew this was going to be a problem. Like we took 3 phases to get to the big bad, and the big bad won, right? So I was like, you can't top that. But now that I've seen the roadmap to getting to the Dynasty of Kang and getting to Secret Wars, I'm like, okay, I see it's going to pick up. Like this is just like the intermission before things get like crazy again. So I think like Ant-Man was 3. I think there was another one that's gonna Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Like these are gonna set up like some multiversal incursions and fighting. Like people are gonna die. So I'm like, okay, I see where you're going now.
Yeah. And I was gonna mention the for the phase 4, like you said, it did start out with Black Widow, and they consider that the one of those first starts. So they have it separated between films and television shows.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Black Widow, all the way to Black Panther, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor. Those are all part of the phase 4.
Yeah.
And so they also include like the movies. They actually include like Loki season 1, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and WandaVision, and the
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier are part of the phase 4. So I mean, I haven't been tracking the different phases, but they have them on Wikipedia. You can see different phases. It's kind of interesting. But
Right. And all the Disney shows were pretty much street level. Like so they were all the people who were gonna be like Hell's Kitchen, like like people who were not in the galactic war, so to speak. That's going to jump off. So like you got to also, I guess, maintain your expectations. Like the new Captain America is not going to, punch Galactus in the face. Like it's not going to happen, right? He's I used to call him B tier. Now they actually have a name for him. They call him street level or something like that. So that's where they fall, right? You got to have some people who ground the universe versus your what's Captain Marvel's, right? The people who are jumping through the cosmos. So there's some balance there, but they had me at the Wakanda Forever trailer though. Like I'm like, okay, now like it's gonna completely erase all the other stuff in Phase 4 I didn't like when I watched this movie.
Yeah, so, that trailer's fire.
Yeah, I don't want to see nothing else. Don't show me no more trailers.
Right. I don't need any more trailers. I don't need any more hints about anything. Like, reveals. That trailer can just stand as it is.
So with that being said, right? I don't know, I don't know if it's true or not, but I had somebody text me something today. I didn't read it, but it said so. His caption was "spoiler alert," and when I looked at the title of the thing, I think the Wakanda Forever plot has leaked.
Oh no! See, I gotta block keywords now. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I didn't look at it either. I was like, oh, do I really want to see this? I was like, I'm not. Right. So,
that's interesting. Yeah,
but I'm very curious, right? Like I'm so curious how they're gonna write out T'Challa, right? Like how are we gonna go about doing this? So
right. They I mean they definitely have to like you can tell they're definitely going to go all the way in to like he is no longer with us, all that good stuff. But it's just so much stuff I wish they could have captured before he passed, right? Like, but they didn't know he was gonna pass away. Like, get some clips of him in an ancestral plane, like get some more dialogue from him, like just stuff they could use later. But
this is where the multiverses can come in handy, right? If they decide to change their mind, it could be T'Challa from Earth 618. You know what I mean?
Right.
All of a sudden, he makes his way over here somehow, right?
Which is true. And then it's already going to start happening. Like the Spider-Man show is not going to be voiced by I can't remember the actor's name, Tom Holland, but he's also not going to run into Tony Stark in it either. They said that it's going to be Spider-Man. His mentor is going to be Doc Ock. So. It's going to be Norman Osborn. It's going to be Norman Osborn. It's going to be his mentor in the cartoon. So they're already leaning into it, right? Like they're already going to change some stuff up.
So why did they go away from the Doc Ock angle, though? I'm curious about that because that's how it was before. I don't get it. Right. He was friends with
Osborn.
Yeah, but it wasn't Norman though, right? Was it Norman?
His son. Yeah.
Norman was the dad, right? Or was
Norman's the dad. What's the son's name?
I can't remember, but he was friends with him, right? Like they were friends, but Doc Ock was who he worked with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's interesting that they're going to go a different way with it, because if you're going to say, okay, you're going to go down that relationship, like is it going to be to the point where Norman becomes Green Goblin? Like how far into this are we going to go? Especially if it's a prequel, right? So
right.
More teenage angst. It sounds like more teenage angst.
Is it freshman? Yeah, freshman high school freshman year.
Freshman year,
yeah. And then you have X-Men 97 coming back. I don't know when that starts. So they got some stuff. And then What If is still, I think What If season 2 is still a phase 4 thing.
Yeah, it's in this year.
It's not. Yeah, so it's still in phase 4. So they got a lot of stuff happening. So I'm still pretty excited.
Yeah, I think it's before Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever is November, I think, right? So I think it's before that. And then you got the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special in December. Like, that's gonna be, right. If it's just like a 30-minute thing or what, I don't know.
Yeah, so they can do a lot of stuff, like the whole, like you said, the multiverse being opened up, and they can remix a lot of things. Because you saw Daredevil is going to be 18 episodes. Like typically you get 6. It's going to be a whole 18 in one season.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Is it? Are they starting it over? Are they rehashing it? Or
I think they are. like they haven't said it specifically, but I think it's going to be a reboot. It's called Reborn, right? Like there's actually based on a comic book run of Daredevil, but they kind of already covered that on the Netflix show. So I don't think like because we thought they were just going to pull it over. Like I think they're going to multiverse it out. I think he's gonna be different because he's gonna debut in She-Hulk. Like we saw the clip at the end of She-Hulk, you see him jump in. So I think he's gonna be slightly different, which is fine. Like if they want to do their own thing with him, but not change him too much, you know what I mean? Like same same actor, but slightly different run up to him being integrated. I'm fine with that. Same thing with Kingpin. And I think they already said that Jessica Jones is definitely coming back, but there's no talk of what's we call it,
Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage or Iron Fist. So I don't know what they're doing with that.
Never got through Iron Fist, but I watched the other ones. Iron Fist was a little dry, super dry, should I say?
I didn't even start Iron Fist. I saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, it's not for me.
Like yeah, I was like, nah.
Their side characters were good though. Like the villain, the basically lose my voice. They had Night Nurse in there. That was Rosario Dawson. They started building her character up. They had, oh man, I can't remember the lady's name, but she played, oh man, what's her name? She runs the dojo. Like amazing actress. She was recently in the terrible Matrix movie, but she did a good job with the blue hair. Like that was the actress. Like I want to see those people come back, but not the main guy. Recast him.
You don't want to see, hi, I am Danny Rand.
It wasn't even the changing the character the way they changed him, like making the character white or whatever. That didn't bother me. He just was not good at it. They could have picked so many other people. Like could have put John Wick in it. I don't care. Like he just was not. I don't know if his other works. I don't know if he's just not an actor I like, or if he just was not that good at that character.
In the trailer, he just seemed like a terrible actor. I was just like, I cannot watch this. If it has to center around him, I cannot watch him being terrible for 10 episodes or whatever it was. And I just never took interest. It just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, it just wasn't that great. But I'm starting to get more excited for She-Hulk. Like at first I was just like, meh, but it seems as though it's going to tie a lot of like in the trailer you see Wong is in it. Like Wong is now the new Wolverine, right? Like he's in every single thing. Like Wong is the glue that holds the MCU together.
That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Not to say that
everywhere. Yeah, Wong is everywhere. So they got Wong in it. They got Abomination, obviously, from the like who is the original Abomination from what's it my man's name? Norm what?
No, it's Norton's Edward Norton, right?
Yeah, Edward Norton's Abomination is in it. So I was like, that's hot. And then you see Daredevil at the end of it. So and obviously the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo is going to be in it. So I think it's going to tie a lot of stuff together. Like I wasn't feeling that at first, but it looks like it's going to be entertaining, right? It's going to be kind of funny. So
I'm kind of down for anything with any type of Hulk in it, though, right? Like that's going to be a lot of smash and do all that. So
yeah.
When like even the first trailer that people weren't liking that much, I was like, what? I was like, a Hulk in a series? Like it's going to be a lot of smash.
Right.
But
you get two.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually going to be a pretty good show. And then what comes right after that? Is it going to be What If season 2? I don't know.
I think so. I think What If comes up not too long after that.
Yeah, it was always a win. Like that season 1 was fire. They could do no wrong in season 1, so I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, we kind of trailed off. Like we didn't go over like what you been doing, Shannon?
So before we get to that, November 12th is when the What If season 2 kicks off.
So is that after
hold on,
Wakanda Forever?
No. Well, that's wrong. Okay, I
And they're
cannot.
so
Seeing Wiki
and
says early 2023 for what if.
Yeah.
oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, next year's gonna be packed because we're up until 2025, right? Is the last movie is gonna be 2025? We have
Yeah,
the actual
2025
Secret
is phase
Wars.
6. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's phase 6,
yeah.
2025.
So it's so many movies coming out, so many shows, it's so many spaces they didn't fill in. But I did see somewhere that um, after the Fox acquisition, some of the contracts don't terminate until 2025 from the original actors that were playing characters. So I think that's what's holding X-Men up, like having mutants, like they slowly, it's like a slow burn, they're slowly introducing them and whatnot, but I don't think they can actually have like some of the X-Men characters until those contracts run out, because then they would have to bring back like your Holly Berries and your Hugh Jackmans, like they're tied to those characters right now. So I was like, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that's the way it worked.
I thought Hugh Jackman was out after the last one though. Like he still has a contract that was good.
Well, I don't know about him specifically, but I mean, like some of those actors, like they can't recast those characters until those actors' contracts expire. So,
Wouldn't it be more
like,
financially beneficial to just pay him out at that point and just be like, okay, here's your money, and we're just gonna go on and just make $1 billion now?
yeah,
No,
I don't,
I'm
I don't
right.
serious.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how much can they charge for their characters though? Can they say they want a percentage? Like, can they do
Not if they're not in it. I mean, I'm almost positive that contract has a buyout of some type. Like if you want me off, you got to pay me 40 million. Now, for one person, 40 million is a lot, right? But for a
right?
project as a whole, seriously, like almost everything Disney puts out is $1 billion movie now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't. It just doesn't seem like you should hold up because like people are gonna lose interest at that point, right? So like, especially us, like it's getting to the point now where like I'm not gonna want to go to the theater all the time. You know what I mean? Like the popcorn's getting expensive. You know what I mean?
Right.
right,
Candy's getting
right.
expensive. You know?
They got my money forever. I'm sorry. Like, I am going to go every single time. They have me forever.
Nah, see that. See, like I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, that money might be better suited to go into my 401k. That's where I'm at now. You know
That's
what
right.
I'm saying? Like,
That's exactly why I got Ms. Marvel in the Spider-Man freshman year, because they need your kid's money now. They're like, he's aging out.
hey, look, that's when I tell them, like, hey, they ain't got a job yet. They in my house and they ain't got a job yet. So they'll see it when it comes to one of these streaming services I pay for. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the only Marvel movie I streamed was Black Widow. That's because it was like really in the pandemic, right? I was like, I ain't going that one. It's too COVID-y out there. But I've paid for every other one. Like I've gone to the theater for every Marvel movie since the start. So
Yeah, I don't know.
can't quit now.
I hear you. I hear you.
Can't quit now.
I still haven't seen Thor, but I want to. I don't know. I might go tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, it's entertaining. Like it felt that the pacing seemed very fast, but then hearing that the original cut was like over 3 hours long, I can see where there was some more stuff. It didn't feel like it was lacking. It just felt like the movie had to move fast to cover as much ground as it did, and now I see why. But the was it Watiti? Is that how you pronounce his name? But he said there won't, like, if he can help it, there won't be a director's cut. He was like, I cut the material for a reason. I hate director's cuts. He didn't say I hate, but he was like, I'm discouraged by that. Like, if it was good enough to be in the movie, it'd be there. So I was like, okay, I'd pay for that though. I'd pay for a 3 hour run of Love and
So
Thunder.
I think we talked about this last week, though, right? So, like, is it actually stuff that was up on the cutting room floor, or is it just the preference stuff, right? Because he had Russell Crowe do his lines in a Greek accent and a British accent, right?
Yeah.
It's like, is it stuff like that? Like, you have a character that's got twice as much screen time?
Well, I'll let you see the movie first, and then we'll go into spoiler territory. Like, because there's some stuff. There's some people that have scenes that are just not in the movie. Like, so hopefully the lead scenes come out or whatever. I'm sure the CG won't be finished, because why would you polish a scene that's not going to be in the movie, right? But there's like big name actors that were supposed to be in the movie, and they just, you don't see them. You're like, that's weird. But it's just he had to meet a certain time, as well as he doesn't believe in stuff that's not I guess, up to a standard. So he's like, man, take that out.
That could be. I don't know. But I sidetracked this. So I did watch the Triple R, right? The story, the fire, the water. That's what the R is.
That's right.
I didn't mind it. Like there was a point where I was like, when like you didn't mind the dance. I mean, the dance was cool though. Like I was like, oh, okay,
I like that Bollywood stuff.
Yeah, they were getting it in. I was like, okay, all right. If we get a drum, if we get Nick Cannon with a drum line out here, this will
right.
You know, so like no, it was good. Like I thought it was gonna slow down at that part, and then it had some story twists and stuff like that. That I was like, oh man, okay. I was like, that's cool. But yeah, 3 hours and 5 minutes was the time. But like the ending is kind of weird. I don't know if all Bollywood movies are like this, but I didn't know the ending ends like it does. Like the sequence they had at the end, I was just like, they're singing and dancing, and all of a sudden it's just like credits and it's quiet. You used to seeing credits and like there's music over, and it was just like it was like the scene plays and then whoop, stuff and I was like,
they're like,
I'm missing something. And and look, nowadays anyway, I always go through like, okay, there's a cutscene.
Right. Yeah, make sure there's no cutscene.
I'm used to it now anyway. Yeah. So, but I was like, oh, okay, it's what it was. But no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The action
it wasn't too bad.
Like I said, very Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And it was just like, man,
that's a good analogy. Yeah. Comparison.
But it was good. Solar Opposites. Like I said, I'm 3 episodes in, and I'm kind of iffy, but I'm gonna keep it going. You said it was good. I'm gonna keep it going.
I enjoyed it overall.
I don't want to put you in the corner with Ryan when it comes to movies. So I'm
not gonna try. Yeah, and I'm not gonna try to hype you up like, oh man, you can't miss these episodes, man. You gotta,
you gotta see the Polar Opposites Red Wedding. I've been through this.
I'm not gonna overhype you. Yeah. But they're fun to watch, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and again, because I watched the first 2 seasons, I'll probably give it another chance. What else did I watch? I watched Spiderhead, Ryan. So I remember we
I watched that too.
Spiderhead.
Yeah.
So I watched Spiderhead. It was interesting. It was an interesting concept. I believe they could have went a little bit of a different direction with some of the stuff that they did, but like because it just didn't make sense, right? Like there are some plot holes there. Well, if
yes.
You know what I mean?
Like don't go too deep into those.
Yeah, and I can suspend disbelief, but it's just like, really, people like nobody's checking on these people. Like, come on, this is just how it seems, right?
They don't check on them in regular prison, so let alone.
Yeah, I don't know.
People have visitors sometime and all that kind of stuff.
But even if you don't, even if you don't do that, right? Like there are some things he said where I'm like, well, hold up. If that's the case, then you're telling me nobody's looking for him and nobody.
Right. Yeah. At the end, you're like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right. But watch Spiderhead. What else did I watch? I watched something else. I started watching Bill Burr's latest comedy special, Live at the Red Rocks. I haven't gotten all the way through.
I watched that.
Did you like it?
Yeah. So he has 2 on there. He has that, and he has Friends That Kill or something like that.
Yeah. So
I liked his solo.
Yes.
I liked it. Yes.
Yes.
Like his friends were just okay. His solo, I thought it was really good. Like, but he's pushing boundaries. Like I'm not gonna recommend it to anyone.
Look,
I'm not recommending it to anyone. Watch it if you want to. Don't put it on me.
He said for years, like it'll probably happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's very honest about it. Like, look, man, you know what I mean? Like this is what it is. So I haven't gotten all the way through that one, but even my wife was laughing. We were watching it together. And she ain't a big comedy watcher, right? But even she was chuckling a few times. Where I was like, this dude's hilarious. Watched a little bit of that. What else did I watch? I'm missing something here. It'll probably come back to me. But no, I didn't watch a lot. I caught up on The Old Man.
Okay.
The 7 episodes in. I don't think it's ended. They didn't have one this week. For some reason, I'm not seeing it on there, so I don't know if they're going to skip a week and then do a wrap up. But I think when I went on IMDb, it said it would be 8 episodes. So I think there's one more coming because they kind of left it at a cliffhanger. Maybe that is where they leave it for the first season. But if they have a second season, I probably won't watch based off what I've seen, even though there was a twist. Gray Man, yeah, I did watch Gray Man too. And the thing I liked about Gray Man was some of the action sequences. There was some stuff in there that I was like, I've never seen that in a movie, right? Like
Right.
there's a part, not to spoil it for anybody, but there's a part where he's on top of a train and he's looking in some glass, like in these
Yeah.
windows,
Yeah.
to figure out where somebody is inside the train to shoot him. And I was just like, I've never seen that before. Like, oh, like I love it. I love it. Like I was
Chef's
just like,
kiss.
yeah, I was like,
Right.
that was
Chef's kiss.
great. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I wouldn't even think of that, right? And it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
there you are. Clap. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
love it. But yeah, Chris, look, and this is the sign of a good actor, right? Is that Chris Evans can be America's hero and go from somebody that you can hate just that quick. Like that's how you know that's a sign of a great actor, man. Because I was just like, I hate this dude. He's funny, he's hilarious in it, right? So I was like, I can't stand him right now. Like, oh my god, Lloyd, this is his name.
I liked him. He's the best sociopath ever.
Yeah, I get it, man. It's like it kind of reminds me of like, I didn't realize it was him at first, but Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. So like for you people that have not seen Tropic Thunder, like if you don't realize it, like Tom Cruise is in it, but it took me into the credits to realize it was even him because all the
right
he had on.
Same here.
Hilarious in that movie though, man. Like I was just like, what?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't get a lot of watching of stuff in. I still feel like I'm missing something. I can't remember what it is. But Ryan, what about you, man?
So I watched the Gray Man. Excellent recommendation. I really enjoyed that movie. And now I'm on an action kick, right? So I watched that, and now I'm gonna start Terminalist. Maybe today. I don't know, but soon, because I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. So I definitely want to start that. Nope. So I went to the theater and saw Nope. I don't think I talked about that last week because I think I saw it on Sunday. So we recorded and then I saw Nope. I liked it. I don't think it's a Shannon movie. If I have to recommend any of Jordan Peele's movies out of the three, so Get Out, Us, and Nope. Get Out, you would definitely enjoy. Us, I think that'd be too weird for you, and Nope, definitely too weird for you. But I liked it. It was unique. Like he's doing his own thing. He's like, I'm going to have predominantly Black cast in situations that we normally wouldn't be in, and I'm also going to reinvent the monster flick. It was different. But I enjoyed it. But don't stay past the credits. There is no end scene. My dumb butt sat there, which caused other people to sit there. Yeah, other people sat there with me. We all were like, ah.
We're just used to it now.
Yeah, because even Candyman had stuff after, like it was built into the credits though, the Candyman stuff. But I did enjoy it. But I didn't enjoy it as much as I still think his best is Get Out. Like that was really good. Like you've never seen it. I'm not trying to push it on you because
Shannon's never seen that.
I think you're already biased before you even go into it.
No, but that's the thing. So like I've already read up on what happens in it, right? And even then I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more like it's the weird. It seems like the weird sci-fi to be weird type stuff. I don't know if I necessarily call it sci-fi. I mean, it is, right? Like you can't really do.
Yeah, it's sci-fi horror.
Yeah,
is his thing. That's his genre, sci-fi horror. Because all three are sci-fi horror of those movies.
And I'm not a big horror fan. Not because I get scared, but I just think that people are phoning it in a lot lately, right? Like they're just. I've seen a lot of horror. Like the one that really disappointed me, that was like the next greatest thing is better than sliced bread, was the Blair Witch Project. You remember that? Did you guys?
So I never saw it. So I've never seen it.
Never. You're not missing anything. You're not missing.
I've never seen it, but it's that lost footage type stuff. I never really enjoy those. They kind of give me a headache because it's like you don't really have to make the camera move like it's a person running. That's okay.
Right.
Like you're making me sick right now. Like, but I want to say I did like one lost footage movie. Which one was it?
That's all I was Paranormal Activity. Is that the one you're thinking about? Even though it was,
I like the first one,
Four of them.
Paranormal Activity. It just kept going, right? I'm just like, yeah, the very first one. Yes, I did like that one. But there's another one. It was Cloverfield, right?
I was about to
The
say that.
first
Yeah,
Cloverfield,
Cloverfield.
that was
I
lost
enjoy
footage.
that. Yeah,
I
I
enjoyed
enjoyed
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one. Sorry, guys.
Then they had like a. I know they had like a maybe a sequel or two. I remember one
Yeah.
that was like in a
They
basement or
had
something.
two. Yeah, they had two.
Two.
They had
Yeah.
Cloverfield, then they had Cloverfield Paradox, and then they had
10 Cloverfield Lane or something like
yeah,
that.
10 Cloverfield Lane or something like that. So there's three Cloverfield flicks. I think they're all on Netflix now. But I think I like the second one as well. Like the one that you didn't know was Cloverfield movie until the very end. I like that one. It was the one in space. I was kind of like, meh. It was
So
Right.
the second one was the John Goodman one, right? Where he locked him up in
yes,
the basement or something.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was an interesting twist. It's kind of like Split. Like you don't know it's in the same universe as Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
So I like that. I like that little twist at the end. You're like, oh, I didn't expect that. But the one in Paradox, the one in space, I was kind of like, meh. It was just a bunch of stuff happening. You're just kind of like, I get it, but I don't get it. And then it kind of comes to a not fulfilling end. So, but yeah, that was a mean sidetrack. But yes, nope. I enjoyed it. And then I'm going to start Terminalist. I played no games. I kept putting the controller by my laptop, and I just never got into it. Just never picked anything up. But I want to finish Echo Generation, and I want to start. All right, I want to finish Trek to Yomi. Got to finish that one. I keep starting games and not finishing them.
Yeah.
And then I want to start Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. That's what I want to start playing. That's only a few hours.
Yeah, I got through that one. That's one I was trying to think of too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
Oh, I thought it was really good. It was really like, arcade,
Okay.
arcade fun. I was joining up online and just random people kind of joined my party. I think it was like 3 or 4 of us.
Okay.
Just jumping around, and you can do like these little. It's kind of funny. You can do these. I want to say like taunts to kind of power up your character to like build up some strength, and
Okay.
it's just funny sometimes. Just the different taunts between the characters. Like Donatello, who I was playing majority of the time, he does this thing like, "Give me a minute," and he hunches over and he plays like a Game Boy or something like that. Give me a minute.
Okay.
It's just like it's funny. Then you see Master Splinter do like some sort of like he's like meditating like and he's like but it's just like it's funny when people like because people kind of like spam it and you keep hearing these characters do like this like it's just and give me a minute but it's like it's just funny but it's an entertaining game. It has like a nice, I mean, it obviously doesn't have like any kind of deep story or anything. It's only a few hours long, but it's fun to play. It kind of brings back some of the nostalgia of the original Nintendo, like Nintendo, Super Nintendo Ninja Turtle games. So definitely recommend it.
Yeah. So and I want to start. I can't wait to get back to the PS5, right? Because my PS4 is like it's acting weird. It's failing. It's original. It's the when I get it. 2013 is when PS4 dropped. So it's on its last leg. So I can't get it to update. So I can't like download. I want to play Stray, the new game that came out, that little indie with the cat. But I'm probably gonna have to wait till I get home. And then after that, I want to finally was it Horizon? I want to finally get in Horizon because it just never grabbed me. I want to finally get into it. It'll be my 3rd or 4th time restarting it. So I can play the Forbidden West as sequel before God of War drops. I got a hit list of games I got to play before God of War drops because that's gonna be my game of the fall. Like that'd be the one I play over and over again. So I gotta knock out some of these other.
So you've tried to play Horizon a couple times though, and it just never struck you.
I never get through the prologue, right? Like I got to the part where I beat all the other kids at the game. I finally got to a different site, saw a different culture. But I just keep because then I don't play for months on end, and I forget how all the systems work. So I got to start over again. It's just, I don't know. I think it's the prolonged prologue for me. It just keeps killing me before I get to the good stuff. Because like the crafting and all the cool robot dinosaurs, like I think that will get me. But it's getting to that point takes like, it feels like 2+ hours to get there to the open world. It's just like, man.
So when you say with the other kids, this is talking about when you go on the war run. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Man, it gets good after that. I mean,
And I know, and then I like immediately something happens. I have to put it down, and then I forget how all the mechanics work, because it's not very intuitive for me. Like I have to relearn like how to craft and how to shoot and like what to knock off the animals. Like it doesn't for whatever reason doesn't stick with me. So I just have to play it, and then that could be the only thing I play until it's done.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just may not be for you because I remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 was like a big thing and people at work were talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was years late to that train. And somebody let me borrow it, and I was just like, nah, it's not for me. Like I think I might have spent more time playing poker or whatever it was, like the card game.
Right. Yeah, playing the mini game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, this ain't for me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It just might not be, man. But no, it gets pretty good. And like when you level up and you change out your weapons and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and you get more powerful weapons, you'll be like, all right, like that's pretty fire.
Yeah, because I see the videos of the higher level stuff. I'm like, man, that actually looks like really cool, but I never get there is the problem. So I think I'm going to. What month is this? August. I think August. I'm going to try. That'll be my. I'm gonna put the other games aside, like all the other 18 games I just mentioned. I'm not gonna play those. I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna get my PS4 running and patched, and then I'm gonna play Horizon, because I feel like I'm missing out. Got that FOMO.
I still haven't gotten the Forbidden West, but like I haven't even played any games since I played Horizon though. Like and I put in over 100 hours, right? So like I went to Frozen Wilds and did that. Like, but I am a play the side games and side missions and all that type of person, right? Like
Right.
I will do all of that stuff. So yeah, it's I put a lot of hours in, but now I can't bring myself to find the time to sit down for 2 hours to be like, all right, let me get some of this in. Like it's just
Right.
life is happening, right? Like I can't make it happen. I got kids events,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I really.
My kids.
Yeah. I was gonna say I really feel like I missed out on the pandemic side of the video gaming. Like that's the time I could have knocked out um Horizon, right? I had nothing else going on. Just at the house. But like you said, life. Um that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start Terminal List and let you guys know, because I don't think you guys have started watching it yet.
I watched it.
Oh, did you? Did you finish it?
I
I
did.
did finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You did
okay.
too, Shannon.
Yeah, it's a good series. I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it.
I gotta jump on it then.
It's like the reviews that people are giving it based off things that are political and whatnot. It's no different from any other movie you see about someone that's an ex-military member or current military member or anything like that. It's no different. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe people are just getting more sensitive to it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
noticed
jump on
that
it.
too. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I
And
noticed
then
that too. Some of the political, I guess maybe I don't know. It's like undertone, I guess, maybe something in there, but it's not really like obvious. It's not like they're like
But it's
we're
like
in
it's always been though, right? So like if you
yeah,
watch
yeah.
anything, right? Like you're like, especially when it comes to military, right? Like it leans a certain way. Like it's just what it is. And
hmm
Right.
again, like I realize, and there's other things going on in the world, right? That I'm sensitive to, right? I get it. I realize how people feel the way they do, but I think everything is getting caught up. Um, Bill Burr kind of talks about this, right? So,
Right.
but like, everybody kind of gets caught up in like cancel culture and things of that nature, to where it's like, okay, well, I think we're gonna go after this person now. It's the next one to be canceled. You said some things we didn't like, so now we're gonna, what do they call it when they like bomb? They purposely bomb reviews and whatnot. There's like a term for it.
It's review bombing.
Review bombing. Okay. Oh, I should have known that.
It's review bombing.
Yeah, review bombing. But yeah, like I think that's what's kind of happening here, right? So with Chris Pratt, and I don't know, it was a good series. I liked it.
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely want to get the action movie I'm there right now. Like sometimes I got an anime kick, sometimes you have like a horror kick. I got an action kick right now. So I definitely want to do that one next. Triple R, I don't know. Like you keep saying it's 3 hours. I'm like, it might take me a couple of days to get through. But I've heard nothing but good things about that one as well. And I think Harley Quinn is about to start up again, right?
Actually, I think
I
it started
watched it.
Friday. Okay, it started like recently, right? Is it good as the first two seasons?
Uh, I don't know. It's like maybe not as I don't know. It's like it's not as good as because I don't know. It's not as surprising. It's
Oh,
pretty.
okay.
It's got some good jokes in there, but maybe it's not like as good. And when you see like the first episode of season one, like that kind of like
Right.
dramatic effect.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I just
crazy.
put
Like, oh
my
my
own to
god.
that. Yeah. I put my own to that. I was like, hey, just watch the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
of episode one
Right.
and you'll be hooked.
You be hooked.
And he was like,
But it's
yeah, like went hard.
yeah. But it has some funny stuff in there because they have like I'll just tell you like highlight. I mean, they have like Batman came in there, and then like a Nightwing and Batgirl came up in there. So they got some extra characters that are kind of like throwing some little twists or some different like I guess perspectives, what I want to call it. Add some other comedic elements to it. So it's pretty funny. They got some good jokes in there, but maybe if I had to try to like rate the different seasons, I mean, it's not like as good as the first two seasons, I'd say so far, but we'll see. We'll see. It's only like the first three episodes. And I think like the last season was like 13 or 14 episodes, something like that. So
Did they do that before where they did the release by weeks or something? Maybe because I caught it late, maybe though. But I remember watching
Yeah.
them all at
I'm
once.
pretty sure because I caught up to season 2 when it was still in real time. So yeah, it was a weekly release.
Okay,
yeah,
I caught it late then.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's a weekly thing. So yeah, you're gonna get 3 episodes right now, and then you gotta kind of wait for the next week.
I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah,
That show was funny to me. It was just funny.
yeah. It's funny though. They got all the guys and all the voice actors that are pretty hilarious. But what's the plant dude? He's like
Oh, JP Smooth.
yeah, JB Smooth. Of course, his character's funny.
Right.
But I watched that, and then real quick, I just mentioned there's another show on HBO Max called Primal, and it's by the guy that made Samurai Jack.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's like but it's really like I don't know, it's really bloody. It's like a pretty much like a caveman dude that's trying to like I don't know, he's trying to find this girl, and he's like he never speaks or he does like grunt and stuff like that. So there's like no like dialogue in the show, just situations and him running around killing things or like
Is it
trying
anime?
Did you recommend this before, LeVon?
I did a while back. It's back in the heyday. I talked about it.
I tried to get into it. I couldn't. I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
So he befriends. Was it a saber-tooth tiger or something like that?
It's like a T-Rex. It's like is it a T-Rex or something like raptor type thing? But it's like a small T-Rex. Yeah.
Okay. I tried it and I was like,
it wasn't you didn't feel it.
There was no talk, there was no dialogue.
Yeah, no dialogue. They just kind of like he's either grunting or just like running around like yeah, it's different, but it's the new season's out. They're coming out one week at a time. But I've been enjoying it so far, so I'll let you know if anything comes of that.
Okay, I'll add it to the list. Oh, and the last thing was Westworld. So it's the 4th season of Westworld.
Yeah,
meh. I'm watching it because I'm a fan of the first 2 seasons. I want to see how it ends, but this one is feeling a lot like season 2, where you're just like, what timeline am I in? What is happening right now? But I think I got the gist of it. So it's another one of those Infinity War type situations, like where they go from now, right? Because it came to a climax in 3, so now 4th is the ramifications, like without spoiling it, I guess.
So I never watched 3. Because the second season ruined it for me. So if you're telling me the 4th season is like the second, I'm just not even gonna
kind of sort of, yeah. So like the first season you're in Westworld. The second season, the timeline is you don't know it. I almost said some curse words. you don't know your top from your bottom until it ends, and then the third season is full out war. Like they're in the real world, and like it's a war happening between the two, the hosts versus the humans. So now season 4 is the ramifications of that war. because it's over. But who won it is the situation that you're kind of going through. And it's interesting, but again, they did something with time. I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode. They did something with time, and I was just like, I don't want to do this again. Like, I want you to just, like, I needed to be a little bit more linear. But I got to catch up. I think I'm 2 episodes behind now. So that's how you can tell I'm starting to lose interest when I start getting backed up. So I'm at the marathon through that, because I love the actors in it, right? So you have oh boy from Breaking Bad. What's his name? He was the sidekick.
He was Jesse or something. Like that,
yeah, he's Jesse.
Yeah,
like he's a really good actor. Then they have Tessa Thompson, and I don't know people's names, but you know the people.
Tessa Thompson from Valkyrie.
Yes. Yep.
When did she's
been in it? She's been in it since season 2, and she's like one of the main villains. So there's spoiler. She's not a good person.
You're thinking of it's what is her name?
From she's Valkyrie. She's also in Creed, right?
Why do I not remember her?
Yeah, so she's in this as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And a few other actors. I can't remember the one lady's name. She has the British accent, but like, I like the cast.
Yeah, that's the one.
I want the story to be better. Yeah, and oh boy, oh man, I don't know anybody's name. I'm so terrible with actors' names. He played Watu the Watcher. He has the iconic voice.
Jeffrey Wright, you're thinking about.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright. So they got Jeffrey Wright, and like they have all these phenomenal actors in here. I just want the story to be better.
So Thandi, it's the way you say her name. The way we've been saying has been wrong, and she corrected it not too long ago. But Thandi Newton is the one I'm thinking about, right?
So she's in it.
Man, I do not know why I don't remember Tessa Thompson when I watched the first 2 seasons. I'll probably have to watch it again. It was a while ago, but I don't know why I don't remember her.
Gotcha. Well, yeah. So again, phenomenal cast. I'm not feeling the storyline so far, but it's early on, right? So there'll be at least 12 episodes or something like that. So I'm only like 4 in.
And Jeffrey Wright is still in it in season 4?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not
spoiling anything, because like if you watch the first 2 seasons from years ago, like I don't know. I didn't think Bernard, I think was his name.
Yeah, it's Bernard. Yep.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, but I think it's only going to be like maybe 5 seasons, because they're getting to a point where they one side has to win. So they're getting to that, like it has to come to like some kind of culmination. So but it's interesting, but not to belabor the show that nobody else watches but myself. That pretty much wraps up my week. But brings this episode to a close. Thank you for listening. Definitely tune in throughout the week. Monday and Tuesday were our topics. Wednesday discussion. Go back and watch the only Ask Us SP episode of the year with Skylar Hunter. So far, I got another one lined up, but it didn't work out this week, but it may work out in weeks to come. And then obviously the weekly rundown is what we just had. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit up all of our websites. You can hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy on Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Clubhouse. And you, LeVon?
You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. Stay safe, stay secure.
Take care.